to the GAB Talks by the Independent Press Award. I'm your hostess, Gabby. To participate in the 2024 Book Award competitions, please visit independentpressaward.com and NewYorkCityBigBookAward.com. Today, we will be joining Terence Ang to share his book, Emerging from the Dark, The Untold Stories, a 2023 New York City Big Book Award Distinguished Favorite and Inspiration. In August 2020, Terence suffered an unexpected stroke. At the time, he was director of digital marketing and e-commerce for a leading Singaporean electronics and home appliances company. The stroke transformed his life. His new reality was fraught with confusion, anger, and ultimately resilience, all of which was recounted in his first book, A Cry in the Dark. The book and Terence's journey garnered significant recognition, culminating in a speaking engagement at the World Stroke Congress 2022. His second book, Emerging from the Dark, The Untold Stories, continues to inspire with the intimate stories of stroke survivors, their struggles, their heroic will to survive, and their journey to recovery. Congratulations, Terence, and welcome to the GAB Talks.
Hi, Gabby. Thanks for having me.
Terence, thank you so much for joining us today. I want to share a quote from your book by Professor Kenneth Kwek, CEO of Singapore General Hospital. This can be a powerful tool for emotional recovery and inspiration, not only for readers, but also for those who share their stories. So, Emerging from the Dark, The Untold Stories, Terence, can you share with our listeners your story beginning with that fateful day in August 2020?
The day in August was a turning point in my life. I had a stroke and ended up in the hospital for the first time. I couldn't talk and nobody could understand me. It was a dark time. I felt hopeless, but I was determined to redefine my life. And I ended up writing about my journey to prove that my stroke was just a chapter in my story and not the entire book.
Your debut book, A Cry in the Dark, was launched in June 2022. It eloquently detailed your journey from victim to survivor. You were subsequently asked by the World Stroke Organization to speak at the 14th World Stroke Congress 2022 in Singapore. What inspired you to write and illustrate Emerging from the Dark, The Untold Stories?
I was angry and frustrated in the first year of my stroke, so I channeled my feeling into writing A Cry in the Dark. Many stroke survivors reached out to me after that, which inspired me to write the next book and share the stories of other stroke survivors. I wanted to pay tribute to the strength and courage of those who have walked the same journey.
Emerging from the Dark is incredibly inspirational, Terence. The narratives you've included from both survivors and caregivers are filled with hope, determination, and resilience. You can really feel what they've been through. However, some of the narratives and illustrations are also dark and disconcerting, I have to admit. Why is it so important to share this side of recovery with readers?
I wanted to be honest, so that someone who has not experienced stroke would learn about our struggle. Each stroke survivor experience is unique. Some may find their recovery more manageable, while others face greater obstacles. Through open conversation, I hope people can understand the journey of stroke survivor and learn more about our unseen struggle.
What's the biggest misconception about strokes?
Many people think that stroke only happens to older people. I used to think that too, being relatively young and healthy. But the truth is, stroke can happen to anyone at any time. Even teenager and young adult can also get it. So it's important to learn more about the condition.
Terence, when you first suffered your stroke, understandably, there must have been a period of denial, anger, and grief. At what point did you make the personal decision that you were going to conquer the stroke and not allow it to conquer you? What was your biggest obstacle and what has been your biggest triumph through this journey?
It was a slow process that didn't happen overnight, but I realized I have a choice to overcome the stroke and fight for my life. My biggest obstacle was always self-pity. I rejected the help of others. But eventually, I stepped out of the dark with the help of my partner and my sister. This led me to pursue new opportunity. Last year, I spoke at the World Stroke Congress. I was afraid of public speaking, so I was proud of myself overcoming that fear and help other stroke survivors through my voice.
Who is Terence Ang now, and how has he changed since the stroke? What have you gained after losing so much?
Before the stroke, I believe I was the best at everything. I was ambitious and I focused on success. The stroke forced me to reflect on what is important. I rediscover simple joy and even connect with my neighbor. Lives change, but because of that, I become more self-aware, humble, and compassionate.
Terence, what does gratitude mean to you?
Gratitude reminds me to be thankful for the people who supported me. Their presence reassured me that I am not alone, and that life is a precious gift even in adversity. I learned to cherish every small moment, no matter how small and ordinary.
You're a passionate advocate of patient rehabilitation. What are the most critical first steps a stroke survivor should take? Because like you, many of us who are afflicted with a stroke, it is very unexpected, so we're not sure what to do. And what do you wish you knew during the initial stages of your recovery?
Through my doctors, I learned that the early stages are the most important. Recognizing stroke signs can save a life, and quick medical intervention can improve recovery chances. So start therapy early is important to maximize progress.
From experience, what is the biggest challenge stroke survivors face during their recovery journey?
Stroke survivors all face different challenges, and we must adapt to a new norm. At the same time, recovery can be unpredictable, and progress isn't always linear. So the journey is full of ups and downs.
Terence, I read that your morning mantra is, today doesn't need to be the best day of your life, it just needs to be better than yesterday. I love that. Why is it so relevant in your life right now?
Stroke recovery takes time and can be overwhelming. There will always be good and bad days. So I aim to improve each day, not to be perfect, because it's important to look ahead and set realistic goals, but at the same time acknowledge the progress that I made.
Terence, you've shared so many stories of stroke survivors during various stages of recovery. Was there one particular story or individual that resonates with you?
All the stories inspire me, but Jane and Ethan has impacted me most. Both have sadly passed away after my book was released. Jane was persistent and caring. She always made the effort to connect. I learned afterward that she was unwell, but it was too late to reach out. When she passed away, it was heartbreaking. She was a remarkable and kind individual. Ethan was also very young when she passed away. Their memories remind me to cherish connection.
Having gone through all of this, are there words of wisdom that you can offer caregivers, family members, and friends of stroke survivors to help them navigate through this complicated process?
I think it helps to learn about stroke and the effects, as it will help you make informed decisions and provide better care. Be patient with your loved ones, but take care of yourself as well. Don't hesitate to seek help when you need. You don't have to go through this journey alone.
Both A Cry in the Dark and Emerging from the Dark are filled with illustrations and quotes. They're all really interesting and incredible. You wrote them with your right hand, which was deeply affected by the stroke. What's the significance of this to you?
We often underestimate our ability. I didn't know I can draw, but my doctor encouraged me, so I wanted to show that my stroke didn't define me. My drawing and writing may not be perfect, but they mean a lot to me.
What impact do you hope your work makes on the stroke community and society as a whole?
I want to be able to encourage stroke survivors and show them that there is hope for improvement even during difficult times. I hope to raise stroke awareness and compassion so that we can better support those on the path of recovery.
Terence, why is it so vital to raise awareness and inspire conversations about strokes and those afflicted?
Many people still don't know much about stroke and might have the wrong ideas. Some may even think that having stroke means life is over. Raising awareness can help break down this stigma. I believe that life can still be fulfilling and meaningful after a stroke.
Now that you're a celebrated author who has made great strides in stroke awareness, what's next for you?
I want to write more books to help stroke patients and share survivor stories. Currently, I'm writing my next book, Strength in Motion, Dancing Through Stroke Recovery. It focuses on the healing power of exercise and how movement can transform life. Through this book, I hope to share the things I've learned along my journey and create a more supportive community for stroke survivors.
Terence, what have you learned from this journey?
The journey has taught me a lot about the resilience of humans. We can adapt, persevere, and find inner strength even during dark times. Perspective is also really important. It affects our abilities to overcome challenges, and a positive mindset can make a great difference.
Lastly, how can our listeners and viewers follow your work and purchase your books?
You can find my books on Amazon, and my website, Great First Step, provides updates about my work. For those interested in following my journey, I also share stories and insights on my social medias. Thank you again for your support. Looking forward to share my new book with you.
Terence, thank you so much for joining us today. You are an inspiration. This is your hostess, Gabby Olzak of the GAB Talks. Until our next podcast, keep on reading.